I'll be yours if you let me hold you tight. But I don't know if you let me in, yeah. I know you had your heart broken one too many times, and now it's hard for you to open up. They have been cruel to you, saying things they don't mean. They have been rude to you, disrespect how you feel, but baby I'll never.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I've just filmed, that's why it looks a bit of a mess. I've just filmed a video about my whole Hermes bag collection. So if you want to check out and see all of my Hermes bags, how I travel with them, what sizes I like, what leather I like, how I got my bags, any tips that I can share with you, I'll leave that in the link below if you want to see my full Hermes collection and you've never come across my videos before. Now I wanted to film a dedicated video to the Hermes inserts that I use, because when you invest in such a precious, beautiful and very expensive bag, I want you to not learn the mistakes. No, I want you to learn from my mistakes and make sure that you have your bags covered and don't ruin anything like I did. And I've also gone through many inserts, and I'm going to actually be showing you some examples of inserts to not use. I'm not going to be naming and shaming anyone. I'm just going to be talking you through the points of what makes a bad insert and what can potentially ruin your bag versus what a good insert you need from an insert and why they're really important for you to invest into. Okay, so I've got two here to show you. The rest of my bags, they all have inserts. They always have inserts. So this is my Birkin 30 with the insert there.
I'm the landscape you need to see. You are the artist I'll never be. I'm so sorry I never stay. Overreact and just walk.
So let's talk about, do you know, I'm going to talk about my new one because it's my favourite colour. So the 7RP inserts, they're actually called, my mini diary there, they're actually called the same colours as the Hermes colours. So that's my latest 25 Kelly in Blue Broom, and I chose the insert in Cray. So Cray is one of my favourite colours. The fabric is so beautiful. I'll take this out so it's, you can see it properly. So there's not, I've got a tickly nose, I think it's the hay fever. So there's only a very subtle logo on the side. It has a front and a back. This is the front. It has 7 compartments inside, and you can see I normally put my phone in the middle. I don't overpack my bags. I don't want to ruin them. I don't like wearing a heavy bag, but I just have my essentials in here really. I always have a lip gloss and a lipstick and a lip liner. So the lip glosses and lipsticks, they can be lethal. So always make sure that they're in one of these pockets at the back here for extra safeness. Because they can tend to leak, or if you rush and you haven't put the lid on properly, it's protected. Okay, so we're going to talk step by step why it's good for you to invest into an insert and make sure that you have them. Number one, as you can see here, it's great to keep the shape of your bag. So whether you're having it on display and whether you're using it when you're out and about, it's good to keep the shape well. If you have a good insert, one that's very well made with the correct measurements, it won't distort your bag, it won't overfill it, which we'll talk about later. It won't change the shape and damage the shape of the bag. It just gives it that fullness to keep the shape over time and to give it a nice look when you're holding it. So keeping the shape. Number two is the obvious one, is to organise your bag. So this is just great for any bag, and yes, you do not have to have these inserts just for Hermes. I'll talk you through later a bag that is not Hermes that I use my inserts for. It keeps everything organised, neat and tidy, as you can see. easy to find things. So second is organisation. The third point is to protect from any leakages. So whether that's the lip gloss like I was mentioning earlier, if you have a pen in your bag, please try and avoid a pen if you can, or if you're like me, you keep snacks in your bag. So the third thing is protection from any leakages. So this is the story that I have to tell you. So I had this bag a week. It was brand new, of course. I've got my insert in there now. I love this cream colour. So a tip is try not to get your insert in black, because the black insert makes it harder to find things. Go for the light colour or a pink or a colour, something like that, because it will help you find things inside. This is why Chanel changed the inside of their classic flats from black to burgundy, because it was to help find things inside. Okay. Can you see it? It's in the back. Here, the back. Yeah, you can see it. So the only thing that I don't mind about this stain is it does make me smile about my nephew, and because of the sentiment behind it, I don't mind so much. And I am going to attempt to clean it with the water wipes that I use for the baby, because I use the organic ones with literally no chemicals. So I think I'm going to give it a try. So it was a week old. I put off buying the insert. Can you see the difference of how saggy it is versus putting it in the insert? So I went round, I just thought I'm only popping to my mum's. We ended up going shopping and everything, so look at the difference. And my nephew put in a linked chocolate in a wrapper in my bag as a surprise, and it was very, very hot that day, and I didn't notice until maybe 2 days later, and it fully melted and seeped through, and I had all chocolate, and I wiped it away, but there's still a stain. So if I'd had the insert, that never would have happened. If you ever have random leakages, you know, we want to use our bags every day. I always say, don't keep things for best. Wear your Birkin every day. Wear it when you go to do the supermarket shop. Wear them. Wear your things that you've spent so much money on and bring you so much joy. Wear them every day. I'm a believer of that. So, you know, when we are busy going about our day, we have children, they put things in our bags. You might just think, oh, I'll put that pen in there for a second, I'll take it out, and you might forget, and it leaks. Devastating. So the inserts are great for that. Now let's touch upon, I love this colour, isn't that beautiful? Now let's touch upon the inserts that you need to avoid and why. Because these ones are not, I'll be honest, these are not the cheapest ones. If you want to go and type in Hermes inserts, hundreds are going to come up, and these are not the cheapest ones. I think they're worth every penny because they're beautiful fabrics, they're handmade in France, designed by the founder is an Hermes collector, so she really knows what you need for an Hermes bag. They don't distort the bag, they don't damage the bag, they're there purely to protect it. Each one is handmade, so if you have a 30 Birkin, you would order your 30 Birkin in the colour of your choice, and it will be handmade for you. They don't keep stock, and they take 2 hours to make, and they're all handmade in France. So really beautiful high-end insert, which your Hermes bag deserves. So I made the mistake of thinking it's just an insert, I'll just get one online. Let me show you them. So as I said earlier, we are not here to name and shame and be horrible about any brands, but I do think that you deserve to know what to avoid, because now this one is really offensive. You cannot see. I think you can see, can't you? There's no comparison. So when I bought this, it sounded fab, you know, a rose gold zip. It sounded great, lots of inserts, it photographs very well. This is almost sharp. And this, can you believe, I'm even embarrassed to say, I bought this, when this happened with the chocolate, I panicked and quickly bought one because this was arriving the next day. And I'd already learned from my mistake of having one in this. This is slightly distorted, ever so slightly. It looks great now because I have my 7RP insert in here. But it was slightly pushed out because when I was using it, I was doing it up, and then this was bulging, and the insert, although it was for a 25 Birkin, it was too big. It was okay like this, but when I was out one day and I needed to do it up, I forced it, and the leather has never gone back, so it slightly stretched the leather. I know it's awful, but I'm telling you so this doesn't happen for you. Please don't spend all this money on a Birkin and then put a bad quality insert in there. You have to have the insert to protect your bag, make the time, it to stand the test of time. So I learnt from my mistake and I thought I'm not using another one, so I only use this for a day or two. That's why the shape of that Birkin is still fine. But why would you want to put, this is like a man-made polyester. It even feels horrible, and it was completely not the right size. This was for a 30 Birkin and it was not the right size, and this one was fairly cheap. This is for my 30 Birkin. I then upgraded to a nicer one. I really liked the compartments. Again, the price was more expensive than this one. They all photograph beautifully. It felt a lot better than this one. But again, the size is not perfect. They are not the perfect sizes. Every time I try to do up my bag, they're too big, they're bulging. The size is not perfected to the bag, whereas the 7RP ones, they are made for your exact bag that you have. So the sizing and the design that's gone into them, they are perfection for your bag. So I don't use any of these, but I've kept them to show you because I could kick myself for how offensive. So I'm not going to name them. All you need to know is to stay away from the ones that I'm telling you could potentially ruin your bag, and these are the ones that I've used. I had my first Hermes bag 4 or 5 years ago, so that's 4 years of finding the correct ones. I've been using the RP ones for just over a year now, and I would only ever use these ones. Now, for those of you that want to know, do you have to use these for only Hermes bags? No, you can't. So what I'm about to show you is not the perfect example, because I only did this the other day, but this is my 90s vintage Chanel bag, and can you see how full it is and lovely it is? I don't overfill my bags because I have bad shoulder. I just don't enjoy having heavy bags. I like smaller bags. I have my Birkin 25 insert in here. So it's not the perfect size. If I wanted to order one, I could get it perfectly and matched with this. This was just a spare one that I had, and I wanted a light colour because then you can see inside easier. But you can see the difference of when I don't have one. Look at the difference, especially when I'm holding it like this. It just looks so flat, and no matter how much I put in there, it looks like this. Unless I'm going to fully pack it, where it's way too heavy for me. All I need to put in there is, the essentials, my phone, my purse, keys. I don't overpack my bag whatsoever, so I definitely use them for other bags. And if you check out their website or contact them, if you have any other bag, whether it's Louis Vuitton, Gucci, they will definitely be able to cater for you to find one that will suit your bag. So it's not just for Hermes. So I think we've got everything covered. Here is a few of the selection of my 7RP inserts, all the different colours and sizes. I love the neutral tones. My top tip is to go for the lighter colour because it's easier to find things. It's really nice to get them matching to your bag because, like I said, they know all the Hermes colours and, probably know more than me when it comes to Hermes colours. I have them in all of them, so we've covered all of the points, why it's good for you to have an Hermes bag insert. Hermes do sell them and they're very nice, but I find them not as practical, not as structured, and they are expensive, those ones. So definitely my most preferred insert. I'll leave any of the details below, and something that I should have said, I'll remember and put up a title, but I do have a discount code for the 7RP inserts. I'll put it across the screen now, and I'll also put it in the description box below. There's a discount code if you buy one, and then there's a discount code, a bigger discount code if you buy two. So it's worth you be buying two. So yeah, that's it. If you have your bag that you've bought, order your insert. It will be handmade just for you. Definitely great to protect your bag from any leakages. Keep the shape so it lasts the test of time. Keep the shape for when they're being displayed like mine. Yeah, and I hope that was helpful. So anything you need to know, I'll leave in the description box below. This is my new jumper that I'm obsessed with. I'm literally wearing it all the time. It's so cozy, but nice and thin, so it's not too hot. great for layering. So I'll leave that in the link below. I will leave all the links to my Hermes bags in case that you want to see them. I'll leave some links below to my other Hermes videos in case you'll find them interesting. Check out my Instagram, so I've made lots of cute little videos of me packing my inserts and showing you the difference in the shapes and everything. And of course I'll be wearing these all the time. I'm 5'6" for anyone. I always get asked how tall I am in side reference, but I'm wearing all of these over on my Instagram. So thank you for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.